about to get real.
We were having a discussion earlier about some of these restored classic motocross bikes. And how, well, you get a lot of restoration experts that put these bikes together and they're beautiful, but these guys who put them together aren't mechanics. So they put an aftermarket pipe on and it's not jetted correctly, or perhaps the ladle hasn't been set. Not the case. This one has been jetted to perfection. For the factory pipe. We were noting earlier, the clutch is super grabby. That look beautiful, but maybe mechanically they've just received a new top end and they have hours on them, and the cranks vibrate and the clutch slips. It's not the case. This one's been completely gone through, and that can actually be taken out on the track and ridden. That's what it was made for.
What an absolute hoot to ride. It's absolutely gorgeous to look at. In fact, it's one of the prettiest motocross bikes I've ever seen. The red rocket's always been my favorite with the gold rims, and the way this one's done up, it doesn't get any better than this, okay? So buy with confidence. This thing's pristine. Did you mention, like a lot of these we've seen that were done up with a high attention to detail and a detailing. I don't know if Kenny mentioned this earlier, but
yeah, I was going over it briefly. You see these that are, you know, even the concourse restored bikes that maybe were done by real enthusiasts and guys who know what they're talking about, but they're not mechanics, and maybe they put a custom pipe on it, or took a custom pipe off and put the stock pipe on, and it's not jetted correctly. The bike doesn't run right, or perhaps they cut some corners and it doesn't have a new clutch in it, and the bike's just not ready for the track. This one is ready for the track.
This one's ready for the
starts first kick,
Nationals,
and it's jetted flawlessly. It has a custom pipe on it, and the thing barks. The suspension's working. The fork seals aren't blown out. It's race ready.
Take it to the wick and send it.
That's the difference.
One of last year's of the metal tank. Absolutely gorgeous classic. We'd love to keep it here at the museum. If not, we can ship it anywhere in the world for you. Don't worry about that. Anywhere in the country for $750 or less. So I guess we'll wrap it up, and I'll ride it back into the museum unless there's something you want to add.
No, we can ship it anywhere in the world inexpensively. Message us your zip code or your location for a quote. Any questions or for financing, call Cody in the office, 860-454-7024. Thanks for watching thus far, guys. We love our fans.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. We got some great videos coming your way. Stay tuned, and God bless America. Hey guys, I'm Kaplan America, and I'm super psyched today because I'm going to get to ride this absolutely gorgeous Red Rocket, one of the most significant bikes in the storied history of the Honda Elsinore 250 two-stroke story. And it starts with 73 and goes all the way up to the aluminum frame. Today we're going to focus on this bike, but I'll give you a brief rundown of the other ones surrounding you. I've got this vintage, gorgeous bell helmet I'm going to put on and send this thing across the street, so stay tuned. I'm about to give you a riding demo of one of the coolest dirt bikes Honda ever made. Starting over here, this 1973 250 Elsinore is Secura Honda used the GP technology. They spent a fortune building these two-stroke motors to win road races, and he used that technology to build this bike here, which changed the history of motocross as we know it.
The Green Stripe Elsinore.
The Green Stripe Elsinore, 1970 is the first year. Elsinore was a racetrack in California. They named the bike after, and it had an aluminum tank, a 250 two-stroke motor, and the little thing I want you to keep in mind here is that Honda has won 27 AMA national titles alone on 250 two-strokes. Guess what, two-stroke aficionados? You're going to love to hear this. Guess how many nationals they've won on a four-stroke? One. They won one so far with Ricky Carmichael, and that was in 2003. This bike right here, as you can see, the suspension has about 4 inches of travel, front and rear. This is 73, 74, 75, 76, was very similar to this. And then in 77, they had an RC250 factory bike. And this 1978 is basically an exact replica of the 1977 RC250 factory bike. This one is absolutely stunning. It's got some period correct mods on it, and it's just awesome. These 27 nationals were won by men with the names of Gary Jones. You're going to recognize these names. Marty Tripes. Marty Smith on the CR250, Bob Hurricane Hanna, Donnie Hansen, David Bailey, Johnny O'Mara, Rick Johnson, Jeff Stanton. Matter of fact, this is a replica of Jeff Stanton's bike right here. John Michelle Bale, Danny Laporte, Chuck Sun, Jeremy Showtime McGrath, and Doug Henry. In fact, this is Doug Henry, who's a local Connecticut native. See the Doug Henry graph right here? This is a title to the bike. This is actually Doug Henry's 1995 CR250. It's got the 8-kick suspension on it, triple clamps and everything. Just a fantastic bike. One of the best handling CR250s Honda ever made. Doug Henry's a legend, New England legend. Mike LaRocco, then the greatest of all time, Ricky Carmichael. This is a Ricky Carmichael replica right here. As you see, this bike here has come a long ways from the 73 to the 2003, the 30-year run here. This particular bike is aluminum frame, upside down forks, disc brakes, The motor's liquid cooled, just a complete evolution. Doug Henry's bike, the 95, is a steel frame, is liquid cooled. The 1990 is a steel frame, liquid cooled. Back to the one we're focusing on today. So that's a whole evolution from the original 73 CR250 up to the aluminum frame one and everything in between. Pretty cool, huh? It's not often that you see the whole lineup of the history of the Honda Elsinore here. You can see it today at the New England Motorcycle Museum. So not to throw any stones at the four-stroke bikes because they're awesome, but they've only won one championship on that in 27. This is the winningest. These Honda Elsinores are the winningest motorcycles in the history of off-road riding, certainly for Honda, and the winningest two-stroke ever made. So this particular one right here is absolutely stunning. It's received a full frame off restoration. I guess I'll start with that. If you look at the frame rails, they're in absolutely perfect condition. The frame was taken right down to the frame, sent out, sandblasted, and then powder coated, the original factory red, as well as the swing arm, which is in impeccable condition. The front forks are in beautiful condition. There's no damage on the forks. They're in beautiful shape. The chrome's in excellent shape. They're completely rebuilt with all new seals, all new fluids, and fork springs. So the triple clamps are also sent out and sandblasted and powder coated. Look at all the hardware on the bike is brand new. Everything. Look at the triple clamp bolts, the steering stem bolt. It's got a brand new set of Renthal handlebars with the gold plating on there. Brand new Pro Grip 801s, brand new shorty levers, and perch, brand new kill switch. The front number plate's new, the front fender is new, and it has a brand new gold rim laced to Buchanan spokes and the original powder coated hub with new bearings in the wheels. So the entire front end's been completely gone through. The brake system's brand new on it too, a brand new brake pad, so it's completely rebuilt, new steering head bearings. Come around this side here, you can see this was done right. The actual original tag was preserved and remounted on the bike after it was powder coated. All new rubber on the steering stem protectors. The gas tank is absolutely stunning. Take a close look at that tank can and go around it from different angles so you can see that it was done right, professionally painted. It's immaculate inside and out. And if you note the hardware mounting the tank, the rubber hardware and the washers is an upgrade. A lot of high performance upgrades on this bike. The front tires are brand new, as you can see, as are the rear tires too. The rear rim's a replica of the front. I guess we'll go back to the rear of the bike. The rear tire, again, is a brand new. It was put on when the bike was restored and rebuilt. Brand new chain and sprockets, front and rear. The attention to detail on this bike is the same as on the Motocross Fox CR250 that we just auctioned off. That bike was the same bike as this, but with Motocross Fox banana swing arm shock and front forks. That one sold at auction for $12,800. Most of the stock ones we've been selling are bringing around $5,000. This one's got a lot of upgrades, so it's going to bring more than that, I'm sure. You couldn't recreate this bike. You couldn't take a CR250, a $2,000 bike, and turn it into this without spending $8,000 to $10,000. It's a very expensive proposition doing a frame-up, high-end restoration like this. The rear wheel, again, brand new gold rim with the original factory hub sandblasted and powder coated, brand new spokes, brand new chains and sprockets, brand new brakes, brand new wheel bearings. Even the axle was and axle adjusters were powder coated. All new hardware on the chain adjusters. The brakes stay. All the hardware is new on everything. The pegs look brand new. Even the peg mounting bolts. Can you zoom in on those? The peg mounting bolts are beautiful. The rollers are brand new and beautiful, as is the frame protector. There's thousands of dollars of new hardware on this bike, including a set of Öhlins rear shocks. Can you come back here and take a look at these right here? These are the reproduction Öhlins gas shocks from Sweden. This is a $1,200 to $1,200 pair of shocks. Huge upgrade over the factory suspension. The shocks are just beautiful, and the reservoirs are protected, as you can see inside there, by the brand new side covers. The exhaust system is a handmade factory-style exhaust system. This thing was handcrafted in the cone style factory setup, very expensive, custom exhaust. And this thing hauls the mail. It's got the shorty factory silencer. The original airbox is brand new condition. You can see it's an NOS cover on here. The filter's new. The hardware is new. All the rivets are new. The rubber boots are new. The carb's fully rebuilt. And now we get to the crown jewel of this bike. This is the 1978 CR250 engine, the best air-cooled 250 ever made up to that point in that era. It was the fastest thing made. This one's been completely rebuilt. The engine was removed, the cases were split, the cases were powder coated, as were the side covers. They're professionally done, so you can still see the Honda. All new hardware. The entire engine is new. New crank seals, all new case gaskets, shifter gasket, oil seal, kicker gasket. The top end is brand new piston, brand new rings, brand new top end bearing, brand new circlips, brand new base gasket, head gasket, all new hardware, new plug, and the cylinder head was not only mechanically reconditioned, but cosmetically it was sandblasted. You can see it's stripped down to bare metal.
Doesn't leak any oil. We've ridden the bike.
The bike
Spent some
hauls
time with it.
ass and runs like brand new. All new.
You're forgetting to
mounting bolts.
mention, Ken, the new clutch is grabby as hell.
Oh, okay. It's brand new clutch
nice.
plates, basket, everything's new on it. So, like I said, it's about $3,000 in the motor. You've got the suspension, the tires, the wheels. There's easily a $5,000 investment in parts plus labor. You can easily drop $8 to $10,000. If you drop off this bike at our shop and you tell us I want to frame off on a CR250, you're going to get an invoice for probably 60 hours of labor to do a bike like this at $90 an hour. You're going to have a $5,000 service ticket on top of the outsourcing of the paint job. We would send that out. That's a $500 paint job on the tank. So it just adds up. It's ridiculously expensive, very time consuming, and it's a fun process, but it takes a long time. The seat on this bike is in beautiful condition. It has a new seat cover on it and new seat foam. If you look at the frame, look at the bottom of the motor. Can you get a close up of the motor? The frame rails are in perfect condition. The frame bottom here is in excellent condition. I can't say enough about this bike other than this is, we haven't had a nicer one come through here. We've had, we had the Motocross Fox one, which bought a lot of money, mainly because of the suspension, but the rest of it was to the same fit and finish, that is to say, perfect. So no stone was left unturned, no bolt was left replaced, no piece of metal was left unfinished. When you do a bike to this high level of a finish, anything, any bolt on here that has any rust on it is going to stick out like a sore thumb. So all the hardware is new or refinished. Just a beautiful bike, and it's one of the best investment quality Hondas you can buy. 1978, first year of the CR250 Red Rocket Elsinore, world-renowned bike. This one speaks for itself. Good luck bidding on it. If you have any questions, give us a call, 860-454-7024. You're welcome to leave it in here in the museum with its brothers in arms here, or take it home. You can buy classic bikes like this and write them off as an investment on your IRA.
Actually, within any investment account or retirement fund, you could purchase these motorcycles within, as the IRS views them as an investment vehicle.
So when your wife is asking you, geez, honey, how come we need one more bike? You already have 12. Well, honey, it's an investment in our future. It's going to appreciate faster than the stock market, and it's something we can enjoy and look at